Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Live with Blitsy. We are super excited because, as usual, we have a jam-packed episode for you. I have Claudia here.
Morning, everyone.
She has prepared some really cool stuff to share with you. We're going to show you, well, first we're going to talk about some free color bursts.
Yes, very exciting.
We're going to do a demo with that. And then we have a couple of other things. The Copic wide markers, I think we're going to show you. We're going to talk about the 100% price guarantee that Blitsy now offers. We have a giveaway. So Emily's always in charge of the giveaway. She's on the chat. Let's check in with her and see what that giveaway is and how it's all going to work. So hi, Emily.
Hey guys, I'm back here with you today. We do have a giveaway today. We are giving away, to go along, as Katie mentioned, we've got some free color bursts that we're going to tell you how to get. To go along with that, we are going to be giving away an extra large Ken Oliver craft mat. So you'll have your craft mat, you'll have your color burst, you'll be all set. Though how to enter to win the giveaway is just be here on the chat, interact with us, ask questions. If you have questions about stuff we're demoing, let me know. I'll try and throw them to Katie and Claudia and see if we can get them answered for you. And if not, you can always catch us on Twitter or Facebook later and get your questions answered. So just be here and interact and have fun, and you could win.
Sounds great. So the free color burst promo. You guys might remember last week we did a free washi tape promo.
Yes.
Same thing today, except with color burst. If you have an order of $20 or more, which is so easy to do,
Yes, it is.
then you get to pick 2 free colors of color burst, and they're the new Caribbean bright colors. So
Yes.
it's like the good stuff. It's awesome. I know some of you are familiar with color burst. There was a rumor going around, Maggie, that Ken Oliver was going to be here. He's not here. We have not graced him. Are we down?
He is in the chat, so he technically is here.
Technically, he's here. He's in the chat. He got the memo. So hi, Ken. Unfortunately, he's not here, but he is here on the chat. So thanks for joining us, Ken. Maggie, I'm sure you're happy to hear that. Her husband. So anyways, that's the promo we have going on. We just wanted, it's one of our favorite products, the color burst, and so it's really to just get everyone super excited about it. You're going to want the full sets, but if you buy one full set and a couple of other accessories, you can get 2 of the new Caribbean Brights for free. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're going to do a quick demo. Some of you have seen it, but it never gets old.
No, always so much fun, different every time.
It's never get the same result. So Claudia, what have you prepared? You've got some stencils and cards, or what's the project?
Yes, basically I'm just going to show you how the color bursts work for any of you that have maybe not used them, or just a little refresher if you've seen this before and still haven't gotten a chance to try it out yourself. So the color bursts are concentrated pigment powders, and they are activated by water. So there's a few ways that you can do this. I'm going to show you this really quick stencil technique that Ken taught me that he likes to show a lot. It's really fun. You get a different result each time, and it's really quick and easy to make any kind of card background, or if you want to make some wall art, it's super simple. So you just put your stencil on top of your paper, and you just pick whatever colors you want to use of color bursts, and you're going to just tap it.
And a little bit goes a long way.
Yes, it's super concentrated, so vibrant, so you don't need a whole lot. So I'm just going to...
Is that one of the new... That's Orchid.
Yeah, that's one of the new ones, and I'm going to use some lime green with that.
And you might not even be able to see everything that she's doing since she's using such a little bit. But once she sprays it with water, it's like the wow factor.
Yeah. So.
And like we said, it's different every time. Even if you use the same colors, because you're just kind of placing it randomly throughout. And once you spray it with water, it's amazing.
Okay. So this stencil is, it's got some pretty small areas there. If you want kind of a more wash effect, you can use a stencil that's got more open areas. So we'll see what, I actually don't even know what's going to happen when we spray it, so we'll see. So then I just have a spray bottle, and you just want to, let me get these out of the way. You just want to lightly mist it, and you can see how it starts to come to life.
Voila!
So then you can take a paper towel. I know Ken likes to use the whole roll. Ken likes to dab the whole roll on there. So you can just kind of...
And that's optional too.
Yes, this is optional. This is just if you have a stencil that maybe you want to get like a more clear-cut line. Picking up the extra moisture before you lift the stencil helps to give that effect. But you don't have to do that. Like Katie said, you can just... So there's that effect with a stencil.
Very cool. I like the color choices.
I'm going to show you, here is a large one that we actually did with Ken when he was here. It's a 12 by 12 stencil. So as you can see, when you have larger areas here, you get more of this wash effect because you're applying more powder all over the place. So every time it's different.
It's so pretty. And one of the easiest ways to get that watercolor effect, you can paint with it.
Yes.
You can put water down first and then put
spray
the powder down and
I can
spread out.
I'm actually gonna I'll flip this over just to show you guys how that looks.
Okay.
So essentially you just spray your paper first, and then you'll see that when you actually drop the powder, it does this beautiful watercolor effect.
It's like fireworks.
It is. And the colors blend differently each time. And I actually have some of the Ken's liquid metals. So you'll see these are color bursts, but they're in liquid form because they're metallic. So when you drop that on, you can see how shimmery and beautiful that is.
And it complements the powder so well.
They all work
put it
really
right
well.
over the powder. And then it'll dry with like the shimmery look.
Yes.
I love it. And of course we're working on the craft mat, the best ever craft mat, which is what we're giving away. This is the smaller one. There's actually a tabletop version we're giving away to one lucky viewer today just by interacting on the chat. So let's check in with the chat. Who is loving Color Burst? Has anyone, I know that we have people who've tried it, right?
We definitely have people that have tried this before that love this. We have some people that it sounds like they are seeing it for the first time. It's always... Every time it's a great demo because it's different every single time. Even if it's the same stencil or the same colors, like it's gonna look a little different every single time, which is what's awesome about this product. Wasi63, she commented, it'd be a really great project for kids. It is because I know your niece has done like a Color Burst birthday party, and it's not like super messy. It's kind of a good way to get them arty without like being super messy. And if they do get anything on them, it's totally washable because it's water-based. So you can get it out really easily.
It can be messy, I'm not gonna lie. But I do always love to talk about my niece's birthday party because it was a bunch of 7, 8, 9-year-olds that we just put stencils and color bursts in front of, and they went to town. There was one girl that, I'm not gonna lie, but she was doing it on purpose. She was covered, like, her arms were like, oh my gosh, her mom is going to kill us. Yeah. But it does come out, so
it does. Like,
that's
you can
okay.
see, even I, just from picking up this paper, but you know, for purposes of live, I wasn't being too careful. But yeah, I mean, it does kind of, you know, it's activated by water. So if you get some water on your hands and some powder, it's going to activate, but it washes off.
And then if we have the overhead camera on, you can see that we've got kind of a mess here on our craft mat, and I'm just taking a paper towel, and you just wipe it right up. It just cleans right up. It's amazing.
It is really amazing.
We always seem to have a dirty craft mat, but you can throw them in the dishwasher or the washing machine if you get them really, really messy like we do, and you don't feel like getting everything off of there. But
yeah, there's been a couple of craft mats that even Katie was like, oh, Claudia, I don't know if that's going to like come out. And just a little bit of soap, and that's really all you need, and it comes clean each time.
We've done some damage with our craft mats, but it can handle it. They're very durable, so... All right, so I love that Ken is here. Thank you so much for joining us. It's hard to do it justice. I love having Ken here, and it's like just such the wow factor when he is here. But hopefully you'll be back soon, Ken. Are we going to move on to the next? We're good.
Does anybody
any questions?
Someone just asked if it takes you don't really need to use a lot of the product, right? Like it only just takes a little bit to get the effect.
Yeah. All you do is a little tap. You almost can't even see it on the paper, and it'll still just spread out once you add the water. So it's really cool. Any other questions?
I think they're good, Ken. Yeah, Ken, let them know that I think it washes out of clothes. I think people are excited to hear about the washing machine washer trick. It makes it a lot easier.
It really does. And if you haven't tried it, today is the perfect day because you can get a craft mat or any other things that are already on your list, and you can use the code to get some free color bursts too. And then you can try it out, and then I guarantee you're going to want one of the bigger sets because once you get started playing, it's like addicting, and you're going to want to pull another stencil out and try this technique, and you'll be on YouTube trying to figure out different ways to use it. So
it's really great for masking as well. Like you can use any kind of masking technique that you use in card making, and use color bursts, and you can just let it dry and peel it up, and it's a great way to get that effect. You can also, what's really great that Ken always reminds us is that it's because it's activated by water. Let's say you put something down and you're like, oh no, it's so dark, I messed it up. There's no way to mess it up because you can just add a little bit more water and a different pigment and it will lighten right up. So
reactivate it.
Yeah.
All right, so we actually have Heidi here today. It's Tuesday, so our yarn correspondent is here. Hi, Heidi.
Hey, everybody.
How's it going?
Oh, good. Just getting ready for Coachella over here.
What do you have? This is so cute.
So Coachella is a music festival in California.
Yes.
And it starts on Friday. And Coachella is kind of known as the kickoff of music festival season.
Yeah.
Because it's in California, so I don't think we could get away with a music festival in Chicago.
No.
Right now.
It's
a little time.
Yeah. But Coachella is also known for its amazing style and fashion. So as a nod to that, this week's crochet pattern that went live on the blog this morning is for this boho chic fringed festival purse. And so it's just made with 2 circles of crochet that you just join together flat, add a little strap and a bag, 10 inches of fringe all the way around, and you've got this really cute look. The fringe looks best, I guess, when I hold it up.
Yeah.
And what's really nice, all this fringe is exactly the same length, but because of the curve of the bag, it has this natural, nice shape to it. And so it's really retro and fun. And my mom, this is another one of those projects my mom's going to see and be like, we had those in the 70s.
Yeah. That's so cool, though.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right that Coachella is kind of the kickoff, and it's kind of like the boho, flower crowns and the fringe and all of that. I love the colors that you chose for this. So what yarn was used for this?
This is the Lion Brand yarn 24/7 cotton, and it's done on a size G hook, so it's small without being lace weight.
Okay.
Which is fun because it gets a really dense weave, so to speak, so you don't even have to put a liner in the bag.
Oh yeah,
and your stuff stays in.
Yeah, nothing's gonna fall through that.
So would you consider this beginner, intermediate, or advanced?
I would say advanced beginner, because of working in the round, if you're not new to that. But it's literally just half double crochet stitches for the circle, and then the bag flap and the strap are triple crochet.
Okay.
And I did a whole bunch of new stitch tutorial videos, so if you're new to those 2 stitches, we have all of those in the blog post with the pattern.
That's right.
Awesome.
So yeah, and then another reason I chose the half double crochet stitch for this is because it gives it a little bit of a curve, so even though it's 2 flat pieces, you've got room to put your phone, lipstick, sunscreen, and just the essentials, because when you're at a music festival,
You don't want to lug around bags.
totally, speaking from experience, especially being as pale as I am, sunscreen and your phone are what you need, and an ID, I guess.
The essentials.
sunglasses.
Yeah, and so this is the perfect size.
Yeah, and I
for
think
that
you
stuff
could
in
fit
there.
all of that in there. It's actually a whole bunch of room in there.
Yeah.
Now, is this a pattern that you could make it a little larger?
Totally.
Or just totally adapt it to your...
Yeah, you can just, based on how the pattern's written, you can just keep going and doing what's called increasing in the same way. And you could even make it huge and have it be almost like a mandala size. And you could do it really big. And get
That'd be really
with
cool,
it.
too.
That's a really good idea.
How long does this take?
This I did in a day, pretty much. Maybe a day and a half. You can also, if you're like me and like to bring your yarn crafts everywhere, you
She truly does, you guys.
Yeah, you could bring this also to the festival, so you could take a break, sit on the grass, and
Oh, that's cool.
work on your bag. I did that every year at Chicago's Pitchfork Festival.
Between shows.
Yeah, totally.
Super fun. Emily, do we have any questions?
We definitely have some people that are either learning to knit and crochet along with Heidi in her tutorial videos, or someone mentioned, I think it was Maureen, she said, I know how to do both, but I'm still watching the videos. I know a lot of people, or someone last time you were on last week said, yeah, I'm not really learning to do them, but she's very relaxing, so I just like watching them. But hopefully you are watching and following along and picking up some great tips from Heidi, because she's a great teacher. She really breaks it down for you, and we've got some great angles that really show you how to move your hands and get the yarn. So hopefully you are following along with us and picking up some new skills.
Yeah, so we post all those videos on blitsy.com/videos, and then also on our YouTube channel, which is Blitsy Crafts on YouTube. So make sure you're not missing those, because in addition to all of the quick videos that Claudia does, we also have the tutorials from Heidi, and then we do different product videos. So
Yes,
you're missing out if you're not watching the videos. There's a lot going on there.
A lot to learn.
Yeah, and we've got a special on the yarn I used for this right now.
Okay, great.
So this is a great time to get your cotton, which is great for spring yarn crafting if you want to keep working on learning your knit and crochet in warmer temperatures.
Yeah, this feels really light. Like you said, it's not lacy, but like what you use for the baby blankets is a much chunkier, like warm, comfy yarn, and this is just more delicate, it seems, and the colors are really pretty too.
Yeah, that's, I think, what drew me to designing with the Lion Brand 24/7 cotton was that the colors are so vivid, and it's perfect for when you want to start doing those spring and summer projects.
Yeah, this
totally
definitely screams like
bring
me out into the
bullseye.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
thanks,
Love
Heidi.
seeing what you come up with each Tuesday. She will be back soon, guys. Let us know if you have any more questions, and we'll get back to you in the chat or on Twitter. And thanks, Heidi.
Yeah, bye guys.
We also have some Copic wide markers to show you, which Claudia had some time to play around with before we came live to share with you. So, Claudia, what have you brought with the Copic wides?
Okay, so they're out here.
I was watching a couple videos and was excited to get my hands on these. I haven't even touched it yet, but I can't wait to see.
So I'm going to show you some pretty basic techniques. As I've mentioned before, I love fine art supplies, and I used to take fine art classes, but now that I'm more in the craft world, I do a lot of card making and paper arts and that kind of thing, and I love using or discovering how to use fine art supplies that you wouldn't necessarily think are conducive to crafting in regular everyday card making crafts. So one of the things that I loved about these markers right off the bat was that they are they're great for creating backgrounds. So I'm going to show you how you can create backgrounds with these markers. So as they're called Copic wide.
Yeah, you can feel like it's actually wide.
It's a wide marker. And look, the actual nib is super wide, but it's also angled so that you're able to get a little bit of a different effect depending on how you hold it.
And these are the extra broad nibs. That's what these ones are called.
So I'm going to show you a technique that I did where, so let's say you want to create a wave background. So you can just do that with the marker and then repeat it and slightly overlap the strokes, and you start to get this dark to light wave effect, which is really cool.
And it's so smooth, like
it is.
It's completely even throughout.
So that's a really cool technique, and you can also kind of do the same thing, but you can leave white space between, and you get like this cool, if you vary the pressure, you get this cool brush stroke effect.
And these are fast drying, so this actually has dried right away.
Yeah. So I'm gonna...
It's permanent too.
So here's another piece of cardstock. So with the yellow's a good one to use for this. So you'll see that you can create like hash marks, and anywhere that the strokes are overlapping, you're getting a different shade.
Yeah, I see that. I hope they can see that on the camera.
I don't know if you can see that, but another thing that you can do. There's a little top part. another thing that you can do is these are also self-cleaning. So if you want to create, let's see, just a sec here. So you can actually touch the nibs together. So if you want to create, let's say, like a cool stripe effect, you just hold one nib onto the other for a couple seconds. And you'll see that when you draw with it.
Oh, and it's not gonna ruin the marker?
Nope, it's the same, I think we've talked about this on live before, but it's the kind of marker where you can just, essentially you just kind of do that until it's clean, and then it's going to be the same as it was before you even did that. So,
and then look at, if you use the tip, you can do this fine detail.
Yep, I did a video, and I actually just did a little, you can do like a little hatch mark pattern, like that.
Oh, these are fun.
So there's a lot of different things that you can do with these for background. So I brought some of the cards that I made in the video so that you can see what it looks like when you put it all together. So I did that stripe effect on this one, and I just, simple card, just folded card, did the effect on the cardstock, and then just a sticker, and it adds like a really nice, vibrant texture and technique there.
Yeah, these, because they're so wide and they give the consistent coverage, it's great for backgrounds.
It is, and that's the other thing, is that just alone by themselves, they're great for coloring in backgrounds. Like if you have a large piece that you're working on, or scrapbooking, or that kind of thing, a layout, you can actually use these and quickly color in large areas, so that's great. Here's the other one that I did with just holding it upright. So you just, kind of like a little stamp. You just use it, you can create different patterns. And then here's the one that I did
with the waves.
With the
Cute.
wave technique.
That actually, it looks like it's paper.
Yeah, it looks like it's
it came
printed.
like that.
Mhm.
It looks like it's printed on there. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then did you know, I was researching these. These markers can be refilled up to 7 times.
Yeah.
So, and then also the nibs are replaceable. So you only have to buy the actual marker one time,
Right.
basically,
Yeah.
because they have such a long life and are refillable.
Yeah, one refill bottle, like Katie said, will fill it 7 times.
Yeah.
So it's really a good deal.
And there's lots of different colors too, so they're fun to play with. Emily, do we have any Copic lovers on the chat?
We definitely have some Copic lovers. We have some Copic newbies. It sounds like a lot of people mentioned they're so glad that you're showing these because they've seen them, but they haven't seen them in action. They weren't really sure, like, with such a wide tip, like, what exactly do you do with that? But a lot of people are really loving the backgrounds, just some questions about the combining of the colors, and they don't really, these are great because they don't make that mud brown. Like, they're made to blend with each other, right?
Yes. So you're gonna get the colors overlapping, but they're not really gonna. Actually, let's try it on one of these. I would like my stuff here.
Do you need red? I was just writing with it to see how it writes.
Oh, and that's the other thing, is that if you are practicing your lettering, you get some really, really cool wide, thick to thin stroke techniques on this. I'm not proficient in that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
But you can see that when you switch, you can go from thin to thick really easily. So let's just mix 2 colors and see what happens, because I actually didn't really just layer 2 colors. But yeah, you can see it does not make, it created an orange
Ooh,
shade.
that looks really cool.
And it did not turn like a muddy brown. So if you want to, do you want to lay down some blue on there? Let's see what happens.
Oops, I didn't go very straight, but.
Yeah, so it just creates a deeper shade, but it doesn't.
Yeah, and the markers aren't contaminated,
Nope.
but it's a really cool effect.
That's awesome. Look, that made like a little green there. So yeah, so these are a lot of fun.
They really are. It seriously looks like, because it's so consistent, it looks like it's printed on there. It really does. Like this one, I'm absolutely amazed. And then even just seeing these lines, so all the patterns that you do, it looks like you bought it like that.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's super saturated, vibrant, and really even coverage. So.
Any other questions?
Here's an interesting one. I don't know the answer to this. If you use embossing powder like you would on like a card or a stamped image, would the Copic color that?
Probably not. As far as I know, embossing powder, once it's heat set, it's gonna create it's essentially, embossing powder is essentially teeny tiny plastic granules, so it's gonna create a plastic barrier. So anything that doesn't work on a non-porous surface, it's not gonna work on this.
Maybe you guys tuned in. Do not color over embossing powder with Copics. It will ruin your tips.
Yeah.
So good
Yeah.
tip.
So good advice.
What paperweight do you recommend with these markers?
I'm using like a standard cardstock. I don't think that
is
it
heavy.
will. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to bleed through thinner stuff, but it will, because you can see that this cardstock's actually not very thick. It's just a standard weight, and it's already kind of bled through. So definitely more on your heavier side cardstocks, not the thin. Definitely not like computer paper or like.
Right, like your
paper.
planner, it'll go through in the
Yes,
planner
yes.
pages. So hopefully that helps.
Cool.
Any other questions?
Fabric. Would it work on fabric?
I am actually not sure.
I don't know either.
I'll have to do a little research on that.
It doesn't say in anything that I've read that it's meant for fabric, so
Yeah.
I would guess probably not, but you'd probably need some special fabric markers meant for it, but we can look into that for
Yes.
sure. Any other questions?
I think that is.
Or if anyone in the chat knows that answer, feel
Yes.
free.
Yes.
You guys always have great craft.
Yes.
Cool.
All set? Okay. Well, we've got one more thing, I think, which before the giveaway, which
Yes.
I wanted to talk about. And some of you have already heard us kind of briefly mention this, but we introduced a lot of changes on the website recently. We've got the new logo. We've got the new look to our Live with Blitsy, where if you're shopping for products below, the video follows you along the way, which I think is really cool. With just an overall new look
Little
and
spring
feel.
cleaning.
Exactly, a little spring cleaning. And something that we snuck in there that's actually a really, really big deal is the 100% price match guarantee. This is huge. I think everybody has known Blitsy as your place to get great deals on craft supplies. We started as a daily deal website where that's kind of what all we did, everyday new deals. We still have that, but in the meantime, we've added like 100,000 craft products. If you search
Everyday
for
craft products.
almost anything, you can find it. So
Yes.
every single day of the week. So with that, we still want to maintain Blitsy as being a great place to find deals. So we've implemented this 100% price match guarantee, which means if you find a product on another website advertised for less than you have found it on Blitsy, all you have to do is email support@blitsy.com to get the conversation going, and we will refund the difference in what you paid and what you would have paid on a different website. So that means every time, cheapest at Blitsy.
How cool is that?
I mean,
You have no excuses.
I know. I'm just loving it because it's hard to find better prices as it is, but
Right.
if you happen to, if there's something that we missed or we couldn't find and you did, let us know.
Yeah.
We're all ears. Support@blitsy.com. They have all the details. You can also look on our frequently asked questions part of the website and just click on, I think ordering is the button you'll click on, and then that'll have all of the details about it. So I just wanted to bring it up. Make sure you guys know this. Spread the word. 100% price match guarantee. We want everybody to know it. Use it. Take advantage. And Emily, what do people think?
People love that. They love the guarantee. They're also just sharing the other stuff about the site that they love. They love the new logo. If you guys, I'm not sure if you just mentioned this, but here on our live page, their video and chat will follow you as you scroll down the page and shop for products, which Gina said she loved. I was like, I think it was a person. Gina loves. You can scroll and you won't lose us. You'll be able to stay in tune with the video and the chat as you shop for your favorite products. A lot of great feedback. Lori B said she'd noticed much improved shipping times. We're really doing everything we can to get you guys your orders to you as soon as possible. So just a lot of great feedback. A lot of people really loving the newest updates.
Yeah, I love that Lori pointed that out because that's one of the things that's a little bit more behind the scenes of what we're doing to make sure that you guys are getting your orders quickly. And really, really improved recently, and
Yes.
we're hearing it all over social with people telling us. So I'm glad you guys are noticing. We're every day doing different things to make it better, and we're always open to feedback. So if you guys have any, just let us know, because we're constantly
Yes.
updating things. So, but those are just a couple of things I'm really excited about. I'm glad you guys like the new logo. I especially love it. If you've seen our videos at the end,
It's got
the
a really
new
nice ending, yes.
That's my favorite. I just think that it looks so just
Fun.
polished and fun, and I love it. So, all right, that's all we have as far as demos. We're going to do the giveaway before we officially sign off. And Emily, we love to give you the honors of that since you're manning the chat. So go for it.
Today's winner is gonna be Wasi63. Thank you for joining us and asking a lot of great questions, being interested in all of our products that we're showing you today. To claim your Ken Oliver Best Ever Extra Large craft mat, please email support@blitsy.com with your mailing information, and we will get that sent out to you.
Congratulations!
Congrats!
It truly is the best ever craft mat. It's the perfect mat to have with your color bursts because it cleans right up super easily. If you didn't win, make sure that you check out the craft mat sale we have going on. I don't know if we've linked the mat below, but you can find all of the Ken Oliver products right on our homepage today. Get your free color burst with an order of $20 or more. And that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And it all works really well together.
Yes. Thanks so much for your demos, Claudia.
Of course.
We will be back every Tuesday, Thursday. We are here at 10 o'clock Central, so make sure you join us, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.